Tonight, I want you to picture an antique pocket watch, its brass case carved by decades of use, ticking in perfect, steady rhythm. A rhythm that draws you in, that promised you control over a most precious gift. Jonathan Reed found the watch in a dusty corner of an old curiosity shop. He was tired of watching moments slip away, of wishing he could pause a perfect sunrise or rewind a single word in an argument. When the shopkeeper handed him the watch, her eyes glinted with something unreadable. "Careful," she whispered. "This will give you what you crave and take away what you love." At first, Jonathan tested it on tiny things. He turned the crown back a few ticks to reopen a microwave after he dropped his coffee. A small thrill coursed to his veins, and the coffee jumped back into his cup. Encouraged, he reclaimed a thrown football, caught a shattered teacup handle before it broke. Each time, the watch's hands glided backward effortlessly, and Jonathan felt triumphant, as if he were rewriting fate itself. But fascination breeds obsession. The next day, Jonathan wound the watch back longer, 6 hours, then 12. He returned to the morning he lost his job, prepared better for the meeting, and aced his presentation. Please. Yet, when he finally wounded far enough to revisit the day Lana left him, he found her in the park, smiling, arm in arm with someone else. He crept forward, desperate to change her mind, and twisted the crown again, farther this time, until the wall blurred and stuttered around him. When he opened his eyes, he was lying on a cold black platform. Around him stood rows of silent watchers, faces blank, hollow sockets, where eyes should be. Their bodies were translucent, their mouths agape as if they screamed and been drained of sound. A distant bell tolled. The watchers lifted their empty gaze to him, though they had no eyes. Jonathan reached for the watch, but it was gone. He tried to move, but his limbs felt leaden. He realized with a shock that this was no ordinary place. This was the in-between, where moments go when they cannot be returned. Each tick of the watch had sent a sliver of time here, to be tracked forever. These hollow figures were fragments of lives, once vibrant memories, now doomed to drift without end. He cried out, but the watchers only stared. Panic clawed at his throat. The bell tolled again, louder this time, and the watchers began to float closer. Jonathan fumbled for the watch, his heart pounding. When he found it on the cold floor, the hands were spinning wildly. Fueled by every borrowed moment, he lifted it to his ear and whispered, "Take me back!"
He wore the crown as fast as he could.
The world spun, colors bled into one another. His heart ceased. Then, silence. Jonathan opened his eyes to find himself alone in the empty shop. The watch lay in his palm, dead silent. He breathed relief until he noticed the date engraved on his back. The day he was born. Beside it, etched in fresh black stone, was his own tombstone, etched with the date of his final breath. He realized with horror that sometime never returns, and some debts can never be repaid. The shopkeeper's laugh echoed behind him, though no one stood there.